Hello everyone, welcome to Crafty Crochet and thanks for joining me today, guys. For today's project we are going to work on a armband. Got my leftover bit of screen saver, guys, which I'm going to use in today's project. So you need your tape measure, 4mm hook, yarn needle, stitch marker, a pair of scissors, and about 7 inches of Velcro. So this is some leftover yarn. It's premium yarn, and this is what I'll be working with today. So you can get your double knitting. So get your juice, your cup of tea, guys, whatever else you need. Let's sit, get comfortable, and work on this phone armband together. So first thing first, guys, you're going to work blanket stitch all around this area. So there's a video on how to work this one, guys. You can just pop over and have a look and work yours. Sorry about that, guys. Work all around. Work about a 1/2 centimeter apart. So this is how I'm looking, guys. This will be the inside and this is the outside. So what we're going to do now, with the yarn of your choice and the color, we are going to work single crochet all the way around. So into your corner stitch, insert your hook, pull through your yarn, make a slip stitch to join, chain 1, and into that very same stitch work 1 single crochets and work 1 single crochet in every stitch. At the end you're going to fasten off into your chain 1, then you're going to chain 1 and work another row of single crochets. So basically, guys, we're just going to work single crochets. So okay, guys, this is how I'm looking after my 2 rows of single crochets, and I've weaved fasten off and weave in my ends. So what you're going to do now, guys, so this is a rectangular shape, so you know the 2 long side, which is these 2 right here. You're going to measure, and how I measure is this. I measure, okay, if you measure everything, you know, like from the end of the single crochet at the top to the bottom, call it 6.5 inches in total. But then when we put that back panel on, it's gonna take some of this over like that, guys. Okay, these bits mainly. So okay, so you're going to have 1 smaller strap and 1 wider strap. So for the smaller strap, I've measured from my blanket stitch end to the end at this section, and I have 6 inches. So out of the 6 inches, guys, I go into the middle and I've measured 2 inches, and I've placed 2 stitch markers, guys. So in the middle, because you want this section and this top section to be, you know, even, so you don't have it like unbalanced, sorry, strap, guys. So I've measured 2 inches and I've put 2 stitch marker down, and then on this next long side, guys, I've measured the same, but what I've done with this one is I've placed my stitch marker down in the middle again. So I've taken out 3 inches and attach my stitch marker, guys. So for one, you do 2 inches, put your stitch marker down, and for the next side you do 3 inches. When that is done now, guys, you're just going to work some single crochets for this section and this section. So let's just rejoin our yarn and work on the longer strap, guys. So what we're going to do now, we're going to work on the side that have the 2 inches. So into this stitch you insert your hook, remove your stitch marker, and with the yarn of your choice and color, and work a slip stitch, chain 1, and work a single crochet into the next stitch, single crochet all the way to your next stitch marker, and at your next stitch marker you're gonna remove that and work 1 single crochet, chain 1, turn your work around, and 1 single crochet in. Don't work into this first stitch right here, guys, but into the next stitch, single crochet, to the end. So chain 1, turn your work around, and you're going to work these stitches over until you have 9 inches in total. Okay, guys, so what we're going to do now is with your chain 1 and you turn your work around, we are going to work a decrease until we have 4 stitches remaining. So you're going to work 1 at the first stitch and 1 at your last stitch, guys. So for your decrease, you're going to work 2 single crochets together, then single crochet into each stitch, and at your second and your last stitch you work another 2 single crochets together. So I'm at my last 2 stitches, guys, and I'm going to work another 2 single crochets together, chain 1, turn your work around, guys, and you're going to work this until you have 4 stitches, and then chain 1, turn your work around and work another 4 single crochets into your 4 stitches, and fasten off, guys, weave in your ends. Okay, guys, so this is how I'm looking. So now we're going to work on this section, your 3-inch section. So insert your hook into the first stitch marker, and you're going to work on the right side. Work 1 single crochet into each stitch all the way to the end. At the end, chain 1, turn your work around and work another 2 rows of single crochets. For the next row, you're going to measure 1/2 inch from this end, put a stitch marker down, and another 1/2 inch from this end, put another stitch marker down. So you should have 2 inches in the middle. So you're going to chain 1, turn your work around, and miss your first stitch, and into the next you work a single crochet into the next, remove your stitch marker, and chain 9, and into this next stitch marker stitch you remove and work single crochet to the end. So chain 1, turn your work around, and we are going to work single crochet into each stitch, and you're going to work that until you have 1.5 inches. Chain 1 and turn your work around. Now we're going to work another cross space right here, like what we did here. So into your first stitch, single crochet, second, and chain 8, chain 1, turn your work around, and work 2 single crochets, then 8 single crochets to your 8 chain band. Chain 1, turn your work around, and work another 2 rows of single crochets. Fasten off, weave in your ends. We're going to work on a rectangular piece, 6 by 3.5 inches, and you're just gonna work single crochets until you have 5 inches. In the second chain from your hook, work 1 single crochet. In the second chain from your hook, work 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet into each chain all the way to the end. At the end, chain 1, turn your work around, skip your first stitch, and work single crochet into each stitch to the very end. And you are going to work that until your work measures 5 inches in total. So this is how I'm looking, guys. So what we're going to do now, chain 1, turn your work around, and we are going to work on a 2-inch opening like these two, but we just need 1. So you're going to work your single crochets, work about 1/2 inch each side, so about this much, guys, and chain 8. You know the drill, guys, just same as the strap. And you're just gonna continue working single crochets all the way to the end. At the end, chain 1, turn your work around, and work single crochets. and into your chain 8 space, guys, just work 8 and another, just work single crochet into this stitch, and you're going to work this row 2 more times, guys. So at the end, work single crochets evenly around the edges. So in your corner stitch, work 2 single crochets and 1 single crochet into each stitch all the way around, and fasten off weaving your ends. So make 3 by 2.5 inches, no, 3 by 3, guys, sorry, a little square, and attach it this will be just a little inside pocket. You can put your keys or some cash, and work slip stitch. You can sew it and you can work slip stitch. I'm going to work some slip stitch. So I've placed some bobby pins to keep my stitch in place. I'm just gonna work slip stitch all the way around using these single crochet line as my marker. Make sure to look, guys, because you need to work these slip stitch as you need to work through both fabric, I should say, guys. Last stitch. And weave in your ends. So this is your back panel and your front. What we're going to do now, we're going to attach them together using the same slip stitch as what we did here. So just line them up, and this is the wrong side, so turn it in and just join the corner. Slip stitch, chain 1, so, and you're going to work in this row, guys. and in this one. Finally. So you need to go through both pieces of fabric. You're going to go all the way around. So now we're going to work another row of single crochet along the top. So into the corner. I'm going to work all the way to here. So this is how I'm looking, guys. So with your Velcro, you're just gonna stitch, but you got to stitch it on the right side, guys. So it was 7 inches, so I cut it in 2. I've attached, well, I've sewed 1 inch here, and this is 6 inches, and I'm just gonna sew all the way around. Fasten off, weave in your ends, and this is the back. So all you got to do, guys, is just put 1 stitch at this corner and 1 at this corner to keep the flap down. So your phone will go into here, and this is your little pocket. You can put some cash or your key inside. So I'll see you soon. Okay, guys, so nearly there now. There's a few stitches to go. And I just weave in my ends. So guys, just stitch around this strap hold. Do both of them, guys, just to you know, give it some firmness, you know, so it won't stretch too much when you put your straps, sorry guys, in. Okay guys, so this is my finish armband or armband holder. The front. So my keys can hold in here, guys, and few banknotes and mobile phone, and this can hold Samsung phone too, guys. Oh snap. So space. So this is it, guys, like that there. And you have 2 bits to adjust. So or if you need it a bit bigger, then you can put it in the last section. And this is it, guys. I hope you have fun. I hope yours turn out the way you wanted it, and I hope to see you in the next one, guys. And if you haven't already subscribed, feel free to do so. Give me a thumbs up while you're at it. And that's it, guys. See you soon.